Hello and welcome. This is Janlata Batrai from Single World News. We have discussed the role of communists in the partition of the country in the previous report. In today's episode, we will see the role of Congress in dividing the country. British historian Leonard Mosley is known to be a behind-the-scenes story of the partition of India. But what is that? Let's find out. According to the historian Leonard Mosley, Nehru admitted in an interview to his biographer Michael Brecher, "The truth is that we were tired men and we were getting on in years too. Few of us could stand the prospect of going to prison again, and if we had stood out for a united India as we wished it, prison obviously awaited us." History of the Freedom Movement in India, Volume 3. In other words, we were actually battle-weary. We were also old. If we had persisted in the demand of integral India, we would have definitely been put in jail, and none of us could even imagine the possibility of imprisonment again. Gandhi and his Congress staked everything for Hindu-Muslim unity. However, according to the Lucknow Agreement of 1916 AD, separate electoral system for Muslims was accepted. Besides, by supporting the Khilafat movement, Gandhi and the Congress led by him implicitly recognized the separate nation of Muslims and their loyalty to Muslim countries outside India. Therefore, it is natural to ask whether the Congress leaders deviated from ideals by abandoning patriotism and nationalism only for the sake of power. In an interview with British historian Leonard Mosley, Nehru said, "I know Muslims. I know the Quran. I have Muslim relatives and friends." Muslim relatives of Nehru? This is his own claim. Nehru also said, the communal problem, as it was called, was one of adjusting the claims of the minorities and giving them sufficient protection from majority action. Minorities in India, it must be remembered, are not racial or national minorities as in Europe. They are religious minorities. Religious barriers are obviously not permanent, as conversations can take place from one religion to another. And a person changing his religion does not be there by losing his racial background or his cultural and linguistic inheritance. That is, the communal problem in this country is mainly to coordinate the demands and counterclaims of the minority and the majority and to arrange suitable protection for the minorities. Minority issues in India are characterized by religious issues, not caste-based issues like in Europe. The religious hiatus is clearly temporary, not permanent, because conversion from one religion to another can happen at any time. But a person does not lose his heritage of caste, language, and culture by conversion. But in reality, almost 90% of Muslims in India are converts. If they consider themselves the inheritors of Indian and glorious traditions of the past, then there is no question of Muslims supporting the demand for an independent state. But Nehru's words proved to be false, and eventually the country was partitioned. Because the origin of Islamic culture is Arabia, not India. Hence the demand for a separate state to protect and develop their culture arose, and India was partitioned in recognition of it. Yet it is promoted that India is a multi-ethnic mixed culture country. But how? With whom India is a country of mixed culture? But the real truth is that India is the only country in the world, the people of the country that divided the country. And that is why the role of Congress, communists and minorities came up. When Gandhi called for the Quit India movement, the slogan of the communist was divide and quit. Like and share our video to get more such information. Subscribe to our channel to watch all the next videos. Stay connected with us. Keep supporting us, guys. Thank you so much.